Hey crafters, Muriel here. So I wanted to come on tonight. I just finished this project. I have been working on it since yesterday. And as you know, I'm doing a lot of purging and going through stuff. And I had a paper collection that I've had for some time. It's the Mischievous by My Mind's Eye. I did use some of it last year, but I still had a couple of sheets left over. And besides this, I have no more. Right, so I used it to make a tag, cards, envelopes, and more tags, rosettes. I just used it all up, and which I'm really happy about. But I had a couple of sheets of paper. I also had this cutout sheet, and I had some chipboard pieces. And I tried to just use it all, and if I mixed it with another paper collection or embellishments or ephemera, I tried to make sure that it was complementary. You know, oranges come in all types of shades, so this is a real subtle orange. You know, it's not like pow pow, but it was fun to work with. I'm glad it's gone. So let me go ahead and get started showing you what I created. This is a tag. It is a large tag. It is 8 3/4 by 3 3/4, and it's heavy duty chipboard. And I picked it up at Tuesday morning some time ago. I think I may have it here to show you. Nothing is everywhere you need it. Isn't that the truth? It came like 3 in a pack, so yeah, it's not within. Oh wait. There we go. I think it was a Tuesday morning. It was by. Just get my little thing straight here. Okay, it was by Crazy Creations, and actually I think I purchased it at the retreat I went to recently, so it's not a Tuesday morning, but it was $3.75, and it was 3 pieces. They're 8 3/4 by 3 3/4 chipboard tags, heavy duty. So I thought I would make a tag. I used the paper, so let me show you, starting from the top. I just used some fibers from my stash. I have some really pretty Maya Road ribbon I've had for years. A friend of mine's store closed down and I bought all of her ribbon. I have some seam binding, and this was given to me by 63 Osotech. Yes, Sonotech, excuse me. Whew, yeah, so I was just pulling stuff out. And of course I have some of the lace that I am selling. This black, good gracious, let me show you here. This black trim lace here I am selling for $1 a yard. So if you're interested, I have my video up on that. So I have a bunch of those fibers, including a piece of eyelash trim. On the top, I used a chipboard piece for says 31 for the day, Halloween day. There is a bat here on top. Then I have one of those black juicy spiders. So when I began with the tag, I covered it with some of the designer paper. It has a just words, like typewriter words all over it. I glued that down. And then I took a spider web from Recollections, and you can see where I cut it underneath here. I cut a piece in that corner. I cut another piece here, and then another piece under the girl. And then I took a stamp of a juicy spider, and I just kind of stamped it very lightly. I didn't want it to really show, but there's part of the spider here, part of it here, like it had like a long antenna and a long body, and then I stamped it various places. So I knew it would be covered up, but I did stamp it. Here's a chipboard piece of 2 owls on a tree branch, and it says Little Spook. I cut out this little banner from the paper collection, and just took a barbecue skewer and curled this edge here. And then another juicy spider over the web. And here's the girl chipboard piece. I took some, it's called gunmetal. stickles, I believe. Yes, gunmetal stickles. And just put it on the top of her hat, so it has a glisten. And the top of the pumpkins hats as well. I had 3 pumpkins. I layered them here on the bottom, the middle one on top of the other 2. I had a witch broom in my stash, so I glued that down. Her belt around her dress, I put 4 different color sequins, right? And you can see I have some sequins throughout the tag, just some silver, just here and there. This chipboard piece here says Boo, and then there were 2 banners, 10/31 for October 31st. And I think that completes the tag. Very fun to make, very large. I am gifting some of these Halloween goodies to a friend, so I hope she does like them. So that was my tag. And then I made some cards, but let me show you the envelopes first. So the cards are, one of them is 5 by 5.5, and the other 3 are 4.5 by 4.25 by 5.5. So first the envelopes. So this is the paper that I had that I made the envelopes with, and I just took some twine and just kind of tied it in a bow, and then wherever it fell I just glued it down. This is a chipboard button from the collection, and then a sticker here that says Fright Night. And the stickers on these envelopes come from this sticker pack, this sticker book. This is the one that I was so glad I found because it wasn't pertaining to a particular collection. So it has some fall, Christmas, and Halloween, and summer beach on every other page. Lots of Christmas, but then you can see here there's a Thanksgiving hat, and then there's a Christmas globe, Merry Christmas. There's a pumpkin and leaves for the fall. So very great paper pad to work with. So that's the envelope here. Then I made another one. The envelope looks like this, and it says Trick or Treat, okay, with the button and the thread. This one here says Boo, and then this one here also button with the thread, and it says Happy Hauntings. So let me go ahead and show you the card. This is the 4, and the envelopes go like policy envelopes, just because the rosette was so large. So let me tell you about the rosettes first. These were gifted to me many years ago, I believe, by Scrappy Bookworm 1. And I had 4 left, and I was able to use all 4 on these cards, so thank you so much. I tried to go back in videos and look, but I just couldn't. It was way ago. It had to be 4 years ago. But the card is on black cardstock, and I just used some of the designer paper. I did take the papers downstairs, and I stamped around the outside edge of all, not stamped, sewed on the outside of outside edge. I used a orange crepe paper rosette, and these I bought from a young lady on Instagram, and she sells them. I'll list her name down below. I don't recall, but she makes beautiful ones, and I was just not trying. I was trying, and it wasn't coming out quick enough, so I decided to buy them. She charges, I think, $8, which was nothing, and I got these colors for Halloween, and I got a pack of colors for Christmas. So I used an orange one, layered it with a spider web, put the doily on top of that. On top of that, use a die cut from one of the paper collections. I think it's the Pink Paisley. Yes. This Pink Paisley collection here of ephemera I picked up at Tuesday morning. Okay. Then I took 2 buttons and glued them together, and then took some twine, tied a bow, glued it on top. I was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. I used part of the paper collection. I just cut out this, it was like a calendar page, so it said October and it had the date, so I just cut it to fit the card, and then matted it on some black cardstock. Again, use one of the cut apart or the die cut pieces, and that completed that card. I also have some jemmies in 3 different areas. And then when you open it up, I did some layering. I love using the cut apart, especially journaling spots on my cards on the inside. And then I stamped Boo to You. This is with a recent stamp set that I picked up from Pebbles. Picked it up at Tuesday morning. So that card is there. Okay, my second one. Here I put one of the cut aparts of some pumpkins. Okay, again, this one here, the only difference is it has a white pumpkin on top. It has a different sticker here that says, "All I see is magic." And of course on the inside, it looks like that. Okay, I just used one of the die cuts to put in the corner, and the journaling spot said October 31st. Okay. And then this one here, only difference is it has a different pumpkin. Okay, and it says Halloween, and then on the inside looks like that. Another journaling spot here for me to write my message, and then Boo to You from the stamp set from Pebbles. Okay, and this paper was double-sided, so that was perfect. Okay, let's just get this in here. And then the fourth card is the 5.5 by 5. Again, inspired by a Pinterest person, but I had the collection, so I just went with it. So again, here is the full rosette that was made for me, and then I used these gems, or these bling. They're a circle, and I just cut them in half, and I just put it around one side. And it has here Mischievous, and that's cut from the bottom of the paper, the 12 by 12 paper. It would be as if you cut that word out right there. Okay, so on the inside looks like that. Again, journaling spot for me to write here. I stamped a bat there. And then on the back, I just stamped it with the Michaels Handmade with Love stamp. And this one is on craft paper. So those are the cards. Then I wanted to make some tags. So with the leftover paper, and there was a couple of sheets, I made some rosettes. I had some sheets that were long like this and double-sided, so I just cut them in half, and I took them downstairs and I cut out a bunch of rosettes, and I'll go ahead and show them to you. I have two here left over. They're really small, but I'll put these away, and I'm sure I'll be able to use them somehow. Now these are on paper, and as I was embellishing them, I felt that I should have mounted them on some heavy-duty cardstock. So that's what I will do this week. So the tags, that's what I mean. The tags were cut out using this, the Paper Studio punch. You can cut tags out 1.5, 2.5, and 2 inches. So these tags are 2.5 inches in width, and they're 4 inches in length. Okay, so they have the paper here from the collection. So what I did was, on the sheet that showed the paper, the name of the paper, down here was the pictures, the images of each sheet that was included in the kit. So I cut those out, and I made them a banner, so you can kind of see behind this rosette there is a banner. So I cut it out, I glued it down. On top of that went the spider web. On top of that went the orange crepe paper doily. On top of that went the rosette. Then I used some of my rose gold thread that I have so much of, and if you ladies are interested in any, just leave me your comment down below and let me know that you're interested, and then I'll get with you to get your address and be more than happy to send you some. And this is US only, and it's no PayPal, it's no cost. So I just used some of the stickers, some of these cut aparts from one of Tim Holtz's collection. If there were any left over from the Mischievous collection, I used those. These are some Make in Memory spiders. some I Am Rose's flowers, and then some more of the little pieces of ephemera. This is a ghost brad. That is a spider brad. Then this is some orange crocheted lace with orange thread. Okay, this one has the black lace that I am selling with black thread. There is a spider puffy sticker there. This one here I use silver spider web. Again, the orange rosette is adorable. And then I use some flowers down at the bottom. Okay, this one here has two colors of crocheted trim, and it has a black spider web, a purple rosette, another handmade rosette that I made. Then there is this orange glittered word that says poison, and then I use those Michael skeleton mask pieces to put on top of that with some of the roses at the bottom. Okay, this one here has black crochet thread. There's a spider. It has a that little cute spider up top there. Then it has the black spider web with a green crepe paper rosette, and then my rosette. Now the witch here is on top, and I had one more broom, so I just hot glued that on here. The banner underneath, this all is black and white, and then this little banner here says trick or treat. Okay, this one here is has black and white stars for the paper. It has the thread. It is doubled in terms of the rosette. You can see there is two, and then this label here says Toxiki, I think. 2 roses, and then this little shake well before using ephemera piece from Tim Holtz. Okay, I was just going to town. This one here is really cute. I like how I did this one. I layered this skeleton on the left side of the tag, and then I put a witch's hat on top of his head. Then I put the silver spider web, the black crepe paper rosette, then my rosette, then the thread, and then this potion number 16 ephemera piece with the 2 flowers here, and then a little spider brad there. Okay, almost finished. I have 2 more. This one here is a black and white stripe. I have again a banner in the background, black spider web, orange crepe paper, the star rosette that I made with the thread, and then this one here says October 31st in like gold writing. I have the spider brad here, and then the 3 flowers, and then the ghost brad is up top there. Okay, and then last is this tag here, black crochet, black thread. I have a 31 here, ephemera piece, black spider web, orange crepe paper, black and white doily, my thread, and then I have this banner that says Happy Halloween, and then I put that ghost, that skeleton's face on top. And these skeletons, once I looked at them in the light, this one has a yellow undertone, and then the other one has a purple undertone, so it was perfect to use. And then I have the brad, the spider brad there. So it was so fun to make these items and share with you. I tell you, I love using up a collection. It makes me feel really good. I hold on to them because I like them so much, and this was really fun to work with. While I'm glad that it's gone, I can start on another collection, but I wanted to come and share, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you again have any comments, please leave them down below, and if you're interested in any of this trim, please let me know. I mean, I have tons of it. If you're interested, this is $1 a yard, but if you're also interested in any of this rose gold thread, let me know. I'll be more than happy to just stick it in the envelope, stick a stamp on it, and send it to you. So we're going to be coming up on some busy things going on this weekend. Friday is my daughter's birthday. We're going to dinner. From dinner, we're going to leave and go to the hotel we're staying at because we have a wedding to go to Saturday. So we will do, and then Sunday we'll come home. So my whole weekend is shot right there. And then the week after, the following Sunday, my girlfriend's father is turning 80. So there's another week in that shot. So I'm just trying to get in as much as I can. So that's why I have skipped over fall and jumped to Halloween. I do need to come in next week and make a birthday card for my daughter. So I'll be making sure I show you that. And then get ready again for some more Halloween. I think when I go to my retreat, I'm going to start with more Christmas tags. But there's so much that I want to do. I have a list. Especially with projects. So thank you guys for watching. And until my next video, you take care. Bye now.